I'm going to tell you a heart-wrenching story that will touch your heart if you understand human love. But to truly feel the story, please watch until the end. Don't leave or skip the video. Tonight was Neil and Maya's wedding anniversary. After dinner, Maya, who loved eating ice cream in the cold, asked Neil, "Let's go for a long drive and don't forget my ice cream." Neil, smiling, picked up the car keys. Neil worked as a manager in a multinational company, and Maya, his wife, was a homemaker. He considered her his good luck charm because everything had fallen into place ever since she entered his life. Their children were settled, happy, and even married. Maya's playful and cheerful nature always kept Neil young at heart. Even though they were getting older, they never stopped doing fun things together. So when she suggested a long drive, he couldn't say no. As they drove, Maya suddenly asked Neil to stop the car. "Why stop here?" "The ice cream shop is far ahead, and you don't even like this place's ice cream," Neil said. "I'll eat from the shop I like, but first, I have some work to do," Maya replied, asking him to open the car trunk, where she had packed several bags of warm clothes. She had brought them to give to the poor people living by the roadside. After distributing the clothes, they continued their journey. When they reached the ice cream shop, about to go inside, Maya pointed to an elderly man sitting nearby. He looked like someone from a good family, with a few belongings around him, as if he was waiting for a ride. Something about him made them walk over. Neil asked, "Grandpa, where are you headed?" At this time of night, it's hard to find a ride, especially in this cold. The old man looked at them for a moment, then finally spoke. His voice was heavy with emotion. "I don't know where I'm going, but I know where I won't go." His words left Neil and Maya shocked. Maya gently said, "Grandpa, it's too cold outside tonight. Let's have some tea at that little tea stall, and we'll talk more." They all walked to the tea stall together, where Neil bought tea and biscuits. For a while, there was a calm silence, broken only by the sound of tea sips. Finally, the old man asked, "What's your name, dear?" "I'm Maya, and this is my husband, Neil." The old man asked, "Is there an old age home nearby?" Hearing this, both Neil and Maya exchanged glances, confused. The old man looked well off, certainly not someone who needed to be in an old age home. Why would he ask such a thing? Neil, puzzled, asked, "Why do you want to go to an old age home, Grandpa? Where is your family? Why are you out so late?" With tears in his eyes, the old man shared his story. He was from a village. After his wife passed away, his son brought him to the city. For the first few years, things were fine. Trusting his son, the old man gave him his son's home, land, and all his savings, believing he was doing the right thing for his family. But once his son sold everything, the old man became a burden to him and his wife. They even locked him in a room when guests came over, ashamed of him. Today they had left him on the roadside. "They've abandoned me," the old man said, his voice breaking. "I thought I'd find some work to survive, but no one will hire me at this age. I have nowhere to go, not even back to the village. That's why I asked about the old age home." Neil and Maya were heartbroken by his story. Neil said, "Grandpa, come with us. We will take care of you." They brought him to their home, but the old man hesitated. "I don't want to be a burden to anyone anymore," he said. Maya, with tears in her eyes, spoke softly. "Grandpa, I've never known the love of a father. I lost my dad when I was very young, and Neil's parents aren't with us either. Please don't leave us. Let us be your family. We need you." Maya's words touched his heart, and he agreed to stay. From that day on, their home was filled with warmth and happiness. The old man became a beloved part of their family. Their son, Arnav, especially bonded with him. The two were inseparable, eating, sleeping, and playing together. Even their daughter visited from her in-laws' house to spend time with Grandpa. But one day, the old man fell ill. They took him to the hospital, but his health continued to decline. He insisted on going back home, so they brought him back. That night, he didn't eat much, and Maya stayed by his side until he fell asleep. The next morning, when Maya went to check on him, the old man had quietly passed away. The family was heartbroken, but they honored his memory. Days later, while cleaning his room, the maid found a letter and a small package under his pillow. The letter, addressed to Maya, was written in shaky handwriting. It read, "Dear Maya, you gave me something I can never repay, your love, a home, and the feeling of being a father again. This letter contains the last of my belongings, a small gold chain, and some old money. I want you to have them. You are my true heir, and I bless you and Neil with all my heart. Your loving father." Maya cried as she read the letter, and Neil comforted her, saying, "He saw you as his daughter. You were his true family, and he left you with his love. Cherish it always." The story of the old man and the love he found in Neil and Maya's family shows that family isn't just about blood. It's about the love and care we give to one another.